Alright guys, so here we are for a new adventure, and we received a lot of comments, mails, messages of people that said why don't you show us how you make up a studio from scratch. So this is the last room we have. We had 4 basically studios and a common recording room. We already built Studio 1, Studio 3, Studio 4 and the recording room. So what is left to do now is this, is Studio 2. So in order to do that, as you can see, we put all the projects that the audio engineer did for us, the acoustic engineer. And as we said in some other videos, that's the most important thing. Like before you start to do and you commit to work out on a project like that, make sure you have a proper project. So now this is basically how the studio will look, and it's kind of the shape of we have already in Studio 1. We have the front where we have a window watching the recording room, and then we have the 2 sides where we're gonna try to soft mount our speakers. And then of course you have the shape, because no walls should be parallel and everything should be shaped up with different uses of each piece. On the back we're gonna have a bass trap, and then we're gonna have 2 diffusers which could rotate in order to open up the window. So we have put, just to remind us all the work we have to do. Every piece, every project for every piece we need to build. And again, we started to, just receive the material, and now we're gonna show up how from the big measures we're gonna end up building up every single piece. About the acoustic engineer, and you can find the link in the description, it's very important to give to him a few data, as he's always been asking. I will not draw anything until you give me the model of the speakers you want to use and the shape and the height of the mixer. So he would probably place the speakers in a certain position. So plus of course the dimension of the room. This room is more or less let's say 5.5 meters, something like 20 feet long by 3.5 meters, say 12 or 13 feet wide. But as you can see, we already did a big job here. We will probably add it in a different video, how we built the ceiling. It's been a tragedy. I mean, especially packing up all this flam rock, that at the end we're gonna put a nice tissue on top that will make sure that no more small little grains of paint will fall down. But still, it's been really a big commitment to do the ceiling, and we're gonna show you how. But now we're gonna show you how we're gonna build the rest of the studio. But it's very important you give these measures to the acoustic engineer. Okay, for the first piece now, it's very important, of course, you have a project, and it's gonna be a bass trap, on top of which then we're gonna put another piece where we're gonna put the speakers. And again, it's very important you have all the measures. So what we did is just measures all the pieces, send it to this company. You're gonna find a description too, where they cut our pieces. But this you can do in any brico place, where you basically cut the rough material, and then you're gonna start refining with all the angles. As you can see, we're gonna use a new material today. We always been using this wonderful 3 layers of pine tree, which is really nice, but the cost of it, we are still in the pandemic wave, and the cost of the material now is October 2021 now, and the cost of the wood, the plywood and everything went skyrocket high. So in order to really save so much money, we decided to do the back with some MDF, and there was an offer for this kind of MDF that does a slight little white cover just in case you want to paint it. We won't paint it, but the price was really good. So the MDF has more mass than this, so it's even better. And we're gonna basically build all the back of the modules with this MDF and keep just a nice part, the one you see. And we bought, you know, some nice plywood. So at the end, you're gonna have a beautiful pine trees on the front of old studio, but in the back has been built with this. Just in case you're asking us why. I mean, all the other studios we did it with pine, 3 layers pine tree for all of them. But again, we also need to save money, so that's the reason. Ambush.
Allora, per maneggiare questo pezzo di legno,
Adesso vediamo, perché secondo me
è un pezzo di legno o è un pezzo di
un pezzo di
Io direi, se li metti là, vediamo, facciamo questi ultimi due. Praticamente giusto. Beh, grande lavoro. Eccolo. Tutti arrivi per questo. E quindi questo qui come lo chiamiamo? Pezzo verso finestra, scrivo il W che è verso di Attenzione.
Questo dovrebbe essere
Qua,
questo qua.
no. Quello lì è di legno bello.
Quindi è il secondo di qua questo.
Ecco. Boh, adesso l'ultimo. Allora, questa qua. Andiamo a fare questa. L'altra.
Ah, dietro.
Adesso, my friend, ce la fai a tenere questi due?
Sì.
Dunque io adesso ci va. Guarda, facciamo questo.
Adesso comincia a esserci peso, adesso qua su perché
Qua ne avevo due. Due, sì, questa qua allora.
sì, dobbiamo fare spalmigno.
Allora, stiamo un attimo.
Sì.
Uno. Ok. Adesso questo. Adesso questo, esatto. Fallo
Così è il filo. Quindi sopra. Vai, così.
Alright, so now it's very important, and behind every single cabinet, every single piece of your studio, we always put, you know, some 1.25 inch of flam rock. In this case, we have basically 2 inches flam rock, and that helps so we can stink it up. So we have nice sheet rock, and then another layer of flam rock and rubber on the floor. So this is kind of floating and is not touching. We are 100% sure it's not touching the existing walls.
Nice finger, man.
Yeah, you wanna see? Ah, oh, it's getting there. All right. Yeah, so that's it. That's our first MDF
Piece.
case. We're gonna put some flam rock inside because this is a bus trap. And then on the outside now we have the nice wood. gonna have a hole, and the hole is properly dimensioned, and it goes together with the volume inside in order to take down some frequencies that are compromising the room. So that's the first one, and now the second one, gonna have the same shape, and there where the speakers would go.